This week has seen the energy bill progress to the next stage. This important piece of legislation has taken a while to get to this point, but it is a bill which will lay the foundations for cleaner and cheaper and a more secure energy supply for British households. Yesterday I'd hoped to speak in the Chamber, but unfortunately, due to time pressures and the huge number of amendments and colleagues wishing to speak, I did not get the opportunity, so thought I would share my thoughts on camera from my office in Westminster. But having thought about it hard in the Chamber, I recognise the journey to net zero is complex and that the transition to get there is also complicated, and it's not a straight line. It's like a delta of a river in my mind, and we need to really back every horse and rider at this point in time, and some won't go far. So I think for those of you concerned about the amount of time, energy, money being spent to get to net zero, it is important that we do find a way to decarbonise our energy supply. And so my speech particularly thanked the ministers for their engagement, because I think there is a recognition that rurality plays a huge factor in our ability to decarbonise our fuel supplies. And so I'm really very grateful to the Minister for listening and engaging, and in particular the whole issue of rural oil boilers and the amendment made by George Eustace. The hydrotreated vegetable oil amendment has gone through, which will mean that consumers will not have to just replace oil boilers with expensive heat pumps if you live off-grid. So I think that for us was huge progress, and an amendment I supported very strongly. Another series of amendments I've been working very hard on here and down in the Lords was for the Community Energy Fund, which should enable my sunny and windy and tidal constituency of North Devon to see more community schemes come forward. And I really do urge the local community to engage with the new grant fund that has been announced. In addition, I hope that the changes to onshore wind planning that were announced yesterday, to explain my position on that and why I supported this amendment. Whilst I recognise we already have some very large wind farms in North Devon, I'm not looking for more large wind farms. I'm looking to support the individual farmers that have come to me who wanted to put a single wind turbine onto their farm to enable them to power their farm, which has been objected to by one person, and that one objection has prevented it from moving forward. We need to move forward as a community, and it's vital that the community support these projects, but similarly I don't think it's fair that just one person could block a development like that. Most of us who see our wind turbines, I hope, are very proud of the energy that they generate in our very windy constituency. In addition, moving forward, we've got other announcements coming through later in the week about water wind, and I'm looking forward to sharing those as we move forward. But I do hope the other amendment that I would have supported yesterday had it gone to the vote was new clause 48, which was tabled by the Honourable Member for Rutland, and this was to stop good strong farming land being used for solar panels. I feel very, very strongly that our farmers should be supported to farm. Energy security is important, but so is our food security, and we need to use our land to produce food, and we've no shortage of rooftops to put solar panels on. So I am disappointed this hasn't gone ahead. It's raised at PMQs today as well, and I would continue to champion our farmers to farm for our food security, whilst also delivering energy security without touching their precious productive farmland. So I wanted to share my thoughts on the energy bill. I am delighted it is progressing to the next stage, and I will share those updates as they come through, and any other projects that I do hope will bring greener, cheaper and more secure energy supplies into North Devon